Okay, turned on the recorder. This is the, I guess, the second review of the problems um, for exam three. Whoops. So we're going to work through those. I'll answer any questions you have. The structure of the exam is basically identical to the previous exams. There are problems that look virtually identical to these. The names and the numbers change. There are bonus questions and so forth. So, but most of this, other than uh, the mortgage affordability questions, should be familiar from the first exam. So I'll just get started here. First question, first problem. Julia started a new job. Her employer offers a 403B. She is currently 30, plans to retire at 65. So it means she's going to work 35 years. Her goal is to have $1 million in her 403B when she retires. How much does she need to deposit each month if she earns an APR of 9%? So, so that's 35 years monthly. The 35 times 12 is 420. The IY is going to make it a monthly rate. So 9 divided by 12, that's 0.75. PV is 0. There's nothing in the account to start with. We're calculating the payment. So future value is her savings goal of $1 million. Wants to have $1 million when she's done. And then we compute payment, and it'll come out as a negative $339.93. 339.93 there. So this would be the correct way to enter it on an exam. Any questions? Okay, so next, you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so next, Charlie just finished trade school. He has a new job, offers a 401k with a dollar for dollar match up to 5% of his salary. He's planning to contribute the full 5%, which amounts to $500 a month. Now, this means that his employer is going to kick in $500 a month. How much will he have in his 401k after 20 years if he earns 12%? So N is 20 years, and that's monthly. So that's 20 times 12 is 240. IY, 12% monthly. So 12 divided by 12, 1%. Again, there's nothing in the account to start with. If you were doing this for your own account and you wanted to do a calculations, you would enter any balance that you had here as a negative. That would, and payment is negative 500 plus 500. That's negative 1,000. And then compute future value, and that would be $989,255.37. Any questions there?
No, sir. That was a problem similar to the past.
Okay. All right. Yep. So, so we'll have two of these types of questions. This is the front end ratio, and then the next one will be a back end ratio. And all you have to remember is the back end ratio, you take out the other debt. when we're considering front end ratio, the other debt doesn't matter. So Hillary's buying a house. She has an annual income of $200,000. Taxes on home she wants are approximately $4,800. Homeowners insurance will be $2,400. In addition, she currently has monthly car payments of $600 and $400. What is the maximum mortgage payment she can afford using a 28% front end ratio? So we're not concerned with these here, but we take her income and we divide by 12 and multiply times 0.28, and that is, you get $4,666.67. We have to take out her taxes. Just a note here, this would be her maximum PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. The taxes, 4,800 divided by 12, so $400 a month. Subtract that out. Insurance, and most people escrow, so these would be included in your mortgage payment. So you're sending $4,667 a month to the mortgage company, assuming that's how much you borrowed this amount. Yeah, so subtract out $600. That's a $4,666.67. So that is the answer to A. So B, how much can she borrow with a 30-year 6% mortgage? So 30 years monthly, 360. IY is 6% monthly, so we divide by 12, that's 0.5. Payment is the $4,066.67. And then future value is 0. And we compute PV, and we're going to get $678,285.90. So if you think about, say, let's go back 3 years when mortgage rates were in the twos, she probably could have borrowed considerably more than the 600, probably 800 or 900,000. If so the that is a big reason why the housing market has slowed down. Any questions about front end ratio? Or
No, sir. I'm just wondering if is the market going to ever drop back again?
I don't think it's going to do it anytime soon. Our government and our the Congress and Fed need to change their ways considerably to get rates to drop. So this we're paying the price for all the money that's been dumped into the economy with inflation and higher interest rates. So, I just I drove through McDonald's and got some breakfast this morning. It was over $11 for one breakfast meal, and it's like I didn't get that much. The so and something that used to cost $6 now costs twice as much. And unfortunately, that's that's the result of many years of poor Fed policies and congressional activities. So the thought so the You know, the problem is anytime you spend money, it's somebody's got to pay for it. And same with the Fed printing money. The Fed's been printing money since the last financial crisis. So the it's actually surprising that we haven't had that it took this long to have high interest rates and inflation. So anyway, so I'm I'm worried that the housing market, inflation, and the banking sector are all going to get worse before they get better. So there has been some modest effort to reduce inflation, but it's still the we can't keep giving things away. All this stuff sounds like a great idea, the stimulus and student loan forgiveness and all these kind of things, and it's um, you know this in the Fed pumping money into the economy, but what happens is the 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 economy never finds its own equilibrium when you're artificially stimulating it. So anyway, but so okay. So next question is George's. It's an APR question. So George is depositing $600 a month into his 401k. I was going to start depositing $600 a month at the end of the month. His goal is to save $1.2 million by the time he retires at age 60. He's currently 30. What APR does he need to earn to reach his savings goal? So he's 60 minus 30 is 30. So 30 years monthly is 300. 30 times 12, 360. Doesn't have anything in the account, so PV is 0. Payment is 600, entered as a negative. Then, future value is the 1.2 million. So, compute IY, and you get 0.79. That's a monthly rate. So you multiply it by 12 to get 9.42%. So, questions?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so next is a back end ratio question. So we've got to consider the loan payments, the other loan payments. So, um, so again, Hillary's buying a house. Everything's the same: $200,000 of annual income, taxes, 4,800, homeowners insurance, 2,400. In addition, she currently has car payments of 600, and student loan payments of 400. What is the maximum mortgage she can afford with a 36% back end ratio? The back end, when you're including the other debt, you use the back end ratio, and it is generally higher. So, um, 28 and 36 are pretty standard, plus or minus 1%. So 200,000 times 0.36 divided by 12, and that's 6,000 a month. So our taxes, 400, insurance, 200. So our car is 600, and student loans are 400. So that 6,000 minus 1,600 is $4,400. That's A. So how much can she afford to borrow with a 5-year, 15%, 5%, 15-year, 5%. I'll get it right eventually. So, and 15 years monthly, 15 times 12, 180. So mortgage IY is 5 divided by 12. So got to do a monthly rate. So that's 0.42, and that actually probably goes on and does go on beyond that. So you need to do the calculation and press IY. Then payment is 4,400. Entered as a negative. Then future value is 0. And then compute PV, and that's $556,403.07. The so that's what she could borrow, and then C is the maximum principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So the so we would add back the taxes and insurance to the $4,400. So that's 600. So that would be $5,000 a month. Would be the maximum principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Any questions?
No, sir. I was just wondering what the principal, the insurance and the taxes be the same when it's a 36% ratio.
Oh, well, it depends. The taxes and insurance are dependent on the home that she's buying.
Okay.
So it's that's so that's a function of the size. The taxes, well, both are a function of the size and the value of the house. Those I just plugged in those numbers, but
Okay.
but in all truth, that if she was, so in this case you'd buying 556,000, the taxes should be less than if you were borrowing 678,000. Assuming that's he's borrowing the same percentage. So, but that's a good point. These are the your your situation will be different. I don't the we bought our house. It's been just shy of 6 years ago, and the first year we lived here, our taxes were $4,900, um, uh, and last year they were $8,300. So the Bell County is really good, or Bell County, and well, especially Salado School District. They're really good at paying themselves. So they anyway, so they don't seem to be too concerned about letting appreciation rate rate raise revenues for them. So anyway, so that's all the problems for the exam. Any questions about anything else? Um, Exam will be available Thursday. Um, don't forget your one-page cheat sheet, front and back. The aren't any questions. All right, good.
No,
All right.
sir. No questions.
Okay, good deal. If you have any questions between now and when you take the exam, uh, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. The I will grade the exams over the weekend. Um, do your best to follow the format for entering the answers, and that'll help us both out. So, um, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a good week, and I will be back here next Tuesday at the same time to go over the exam. And then if you choose to take the final, um, I will be talking a little bit about that as well. Okay. All right. Bye bye.